What is it about this parcel of land, set deep amongst the Georgia pines, that draws us in so? Is it the beauty? Is it the color? Is it the sound and the breezes? Is it the history? It's all of that. Everything together makes this place special. This is Augusta National. This is the Masters.
Now, earlier this morning, one of the Masters' cherished traditions, the honorary starters out there to get the tournament underway. Golf's preeminent global ambassador, Gary Player, a three-time Masters champion, got him started and finished with that classic leg kick. Jack Nicklaus, of course, six-time Masters tournament winner, one of the game's greatest icons, synonymous with Augusta National. And Tom Watson, Masters champion in 1977 and 1981. I can tell you that all three, not surprisingly, knocked it in the fairway to the delight of the patrons assembled. It was then that the Masters tournament was officially declared underway. From the Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, EA Sports so proudly presents the Masters. Today, we begin this annual rite of spring amongst the blossoming azaleas and dogwoods, live opening round coverage of this tradition that is truly unlike any other. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. We've got a tie at the top at 3 under par. We get into the action here starting at the par 3 fourth. Frank, this is one of the moments you dream about, and you would know this from a very young age. First Masters appearance as a professional. Our featured golfer here, rookie, on such an incredible run at the outset of their career. Already a multiple winner on the PGA Tour. What would need to happen for this phenom to win the green jacket?
Well, you would think a miracle, but to steal a line from Al Michaels and just sort of pass along the golf. If you believe in golf, you believe in miracles, because I've seen it happen before. And you just go back 2022, Scotty Scheffler came in hot, playing well. Should have been the man to beat, but we looked at all those other players. When you're world number one and you've already won 3 tournaments in, 4 weeks, might as well be 4 and 5. And that's exactly what it is. Come in with a hot hand, play well, don't worry, let everybody else worry about all the talking and who the favorites are. Just get out there and play some good old-fashioned good golf. And I tell you, that stands up against anybody.
Yes, a perfect lead there. That is in to save par. And he'll stay at even par. We move now to hole number 5, Magnolia, a par 4 at a stout 495 yards. Avoiding the 2 deep bunkers left of the fairway is a must, but a sloped green full of little hollows makes getting an approach to birdie range no small feat. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
And he is right on the number. 140 yards to the front, 157 to the hole. Pin about medium depth, though it is on the left side.
And that will run all the way through the green and into the back bunker here at hole number 5. Third shot coming up now from the bunker. Yeah, that was going to be tough to fly that all the way to the hole out of the bunker, and this is going to come up a good bit short. Nah, the putter bails him out there. That's in for a par. And he'll stay at level par. We make our way now to the 180-yard par 3 sixth, second par 3 on the first 9 here at Augusta. Elevated tee looks down on a 2-tiered undulating green that will absolutely test you. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
A little deep with the tee shot and now facing a very fast and treacherous approach shot. Could easily run away.
Getting some sand in the shoes now. For a second straight hole, he's in the bunker. Now, gonna have to try and get this out and let it run. And that's where you just have to take your medicine. That's on to the green, but it leaves a lengthy putt coming up. Yeah, much better there. That one drops for his double bogey. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. On to hole number 7. It is a par 4 at an even 450 yards in length. anything into the pine trees running the length of the fairway can oftentimes lead to a bogey or worse, with the 3 front bunkers preventing any thoughts of running one up to the green. Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. It was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. From the fairway nota, this is second.
He's got 95 yards to the front, 114 gets to the hole, pin in the right front.
That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in a bunker. Okay, that should be inside of 10 feet. Not too bad. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he's going to stay at +5. So 1 round in the books. Frank, how would you assess what you saw from this golf course?
I think the golf course was the star, Rich. Really, there's enough.
From the Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, EA Sports so proudly presents the Masters. Today, live second round coverage of the season's first, and many say most coveted, major championship. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. We've got a tie at the very top at 4 under. All the players, like our featured golfer here, those who got their first ever invitation to compete as a professional. Yesterday, round 1 did not go as planned, maybe a little tight. Frank, what's the goal here in round 2?
I think there's several, Rich. The damage is done, let's face it. And winning is nearly, well, that's completely out the window, you would think. So what can you glean from today? And I would look at the round in several little partitions, so to speak. Get off to a good start those first 3 or 4 holes. Try and develop a round. See if you can learn something from Augusta National. Do I really have to aim directly at these flags? Am I reading the wind correctly? And then maybe also, once you start that second 9, you could very well be in contention and make the cut. So therefore, you now have another goal to play that second 9 properly. And realize you're going to hit a lot of good shots and be patient. It's runs at Augusta National don't happen by accident.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain at 6 over. So, Frank, this, as we've mentioned, our golfer's second professional round here at Augusta National. You finished 4th here back in 1996. Curious, how long did it take you before you started to kind of get comfortable with the layout and the contours of the greens and all the nuances that you have to become familiar with in order to be successful here?
Well, I certainly don't think you want to get complacent, but to answer your question, I never really felt totally comfortable. But what did help was playing with experienced players like Arnold Palmer, who had played in more Masters than I'd had hot dinners. And what I did glean from them is they look left and right, short and long. I think too often when you're young, and I'm going to say dumb in this situation, you just sort of take this direct line at all these flags. And then when you look at a seasoned player, they're looking for humps and hollows. What's around the hole? In other words, the flag stick is a destination, not necessarily the target. Once I started to learn that, then I realized how you could play Augusta National. And the more players you play with, whether it was a Ballesteros or a Tom Watson, you started to see that was the one common denominator with all the people that was successful around Augusta National.
Look out, that ball's OB, and that'll be a one-shot penalty. This will be the third shot after being penalized for going out of bounds. This is an 11-foot putt. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. Okay, so that one finished off with double bogey. And that's going to drop him all the way down to 8 over par. On to hole number 7 now, a par 4 at 450 yards. It's one of the narrower holes on the course, so precision is more important than power off the tee. The second shot is no bargain either, with a total of 5 bunkers completely surrounding. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect, and a good result as well. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
Yeah, we've got 127 yards left to the hole today. Pin back right so he can take an aggressive line.
Another example there of the struggle today. Iron shots just not getting in close enough, and another difficult 2-putt.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll remain 8 over for the tournament. So where the second hole, the par 5, is considerably downhill, the 8th is up the hill. You can certainly make an eagle here, but it requires 2 good shots and maybe a little luck. If you play it off the right, it'll kick down and leave you within eagle range. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Good soft hands. That is nicely done. This a shade better than 50% on the make percentage. It's for birdie. Nope, that's not on target, and he just hasn't been able to make much happen here. We set a 50-50 proposition. He's in the wrong part of the 50 now. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is. Par 4 9th is intriguing here at Augusta National. This is where you can see just how hilly the golf course is. It may not show up on television that way, but you can certainly feel it as you make your way up to this 9th green. That's the kind of swing you want to break down and steady. Perfect tempo on the backswing, club head pointing to the target, and then just an explosion through impact. Very well done. From the fairway, Iona, this is second.
124 left to the flagstick, and that wind, it's coming from right to left, so you might need to start this a little bit to the right-hand side.
Okay, center of the green, a good safe shot. This one's going to need to carry some pace with it. A long one for birdie. Back up the slope. Oh, that was one heck of an effort right there. That would have been the birdie of the day by far. Well done. Oh. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that's going to move him all the way down to +10. So this is always a disappointment. Our featured golfer, the rookie, not going to play the weekend here at this major championship.
It's a series of small steps.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Valhalla. Just the name itself conjures up images, ethereal in nature, of battles won and lost. This week, outside Louisville, Kentucky, a different brand of battle will take place. Over these rolling fairways and lush greens, on holes with names like Thor's Hammer, Odin's Revenge, and No Mercy. This is golf's second major of the season. This is the PGA Championship.
EA Sports, in conjunction with the Professional Golfers Association of America, so proudly presents the second major of the year. Today, it's opening round coverage of the PGA Championship. This promises to be a fun 4 days, a lot of storylines to get to as we check out the early leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top at 2 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer ready to begin the challenge of taking home the Wanamaker Trophy. We head out to the course as we pick up the action on the tee at the par 4 fourth. Oh, that is squeezing every inch of distance out of the golf swing. That was as powerful as you're going to see. Second shot forthcoming here. And you know, one of the special traditions of the PGA Championship every year, this so-called team of 20. Those are the 20 PGA Club pros who have earned invitations to play in the championship. It is a well-earned reward for all the hard work they do behind the scenes. And let me tell you, these guys can play a little bit too. We've seen a number of them make the cut the last few years. So, hats off. And thank you to all of the hardworking men and women helping to grow the game we all love so much. And that'll do just fine. A 6-footer now for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. A par 4 on tap next as we come to the 5th hole. nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay the third.
Looking at 149 to the hole. Tough wind for a right-hander coming from left to right.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still inside 40 feet. Just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par, and he'll remain right where he is. Now at the sixth hole. Well, if you're worried about being a little wayward with the driver, this is the right course of action, and it's a nice job to find the fairway with the iron. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Nicely read there. It is a par here at the sixth, and he'll stay right where he is. Par 5 up next as we come to the seventh hole. Left a bit off the tee.
While there's good bounces, there's bad bounces. That was a good one.
It is one of the more satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5 to second, and you knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at your back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just let that ball carry and just sail towards the green.
Will that stop? Yes, that was not easy down the slope, but that's pretty well done. And brushed in, it is a birdie here at 7. Here now at the 8th hole. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now, second to this par 3. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. One more par 4 to get through on this front side as we come to the par 4 ninth. This one's starting a little bit right. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. So from the rough, his second at 9. From the rough into the bunker, or the frying pan into the fire. Sometimes mistakes, they just have a way of compounding themselves. Frank, I think you have to appreciate that he kept his head down and kept his head in the game, and he'll be able to get out of here with a bogey.
Hey, I've been watching for a while, Rich, and I haven't seen touch that good for quite a while.
Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And he'll fall back to 1 under par. Featured golfer here today. Had some moments, but maybe not the round one you're looking for, Frank.
Too many mistakes, Rich. Right now, don't think about the leader. Just worry about improving your own.
EA Sports and the Professional Golfers Association of America proudly present golf's second major of the year. Today, live second round coverage of the PGA Championship. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. We've got a tie at the top. Time to head out to the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 12th. That is so well done, just generating so much torque through the swing, high launch angle. That was just about perfect. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. "13 feet away. Nearly had it. Just going to wander a foot or so by. So, a tough hole. That's in for bogey at 12. And that's going to move him back to 4 over. "13th hole coming up. It is a par 4. No issues here. That is into the fairway. 93 yards is the number as he sets for his second. This one's looking good.
And that's a good approach shot, too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. But that's going to keep him on the outside looking in terms of playing the weekend. And to the 14th hole. And I think he expected a little more help from that wind. This ball doesn't even get there. Second shot now, here at the par 3. Nope, didn't see the break, and that slides by to the left. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And he'll fall back now to 5 over par. Final few holes coming up as we reach the par 4 15.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
See what he can do with this one. His second at the 15th. Just want to avoid the flyer lie coming out of that rough.
Well, there's a good strike in there, just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. It's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Ah, yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. And that's a step in the right direction, but he is not through to the weekend yet, as he is currently right on the cut line. So for our featured golfer, Frankie, it is on to the weekend. Who knows if he get... EA Sports, in conjunction with the Professional Golfers Association of America, so proudly presents the second major of the year. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the PGA Championship. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Kevin Streelman is your leader. He's currently at 5 under. We'll get out to the action here as we pick things up on the par 4 6th hole. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Second shot now, and has to be careful because that breeze can be tricky at his back. You don't want to overclub. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance. Now a 7-footer. Nicely done as he rolls that in for his par. And he'll remain at 2 over par. Par 5 up next as we come to the 7th hole.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough. The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. And be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot, but really, it's going to be about the 3rd shot today. How close can you hit it?
We turn to Nota Begay the 3rd for this look at birdie.
Yeah, it's just very slightly up the hill. I don't think it's going to move more than a ball or so to the right.
Nope. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll remain right where he is. On to the 8th hole.
Good little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. Yeah, well done. That's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is. One more par 4 to get through on this front side as we come to the par 4 ninth.
Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay. And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, Rich, I've been in there, I've taken a good look at this one, and I'm not seeing a lot in it. Up the slope, not a great deal of break. Confident roll required.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Disappointment there. We'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Hole number 10 as we get set for the back nine. And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker.
Problem was going to start with that tee shot. Once it found the bunker, needed a cool head and a second shot that found the fairway. Not quite there, though.
Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green.
18 feet from the bottom of the cup.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll remain right where he is.
Par 3 tee shot needs to be precise.
A little too much spice on that one. That flies the green, and he'll be chipping out of the rough. Looking back up from behind the green, a second to this par 3. Not on yet. Here's his third to the par 3. A little too much juice on that one, and now a little bit more work coming back.
Potential to make a mess here.
Yeah, that's well done, though it is for bogey here at the par 3. And he's going to fall back now to 1 over par. Our featured golfer 4 shots back heading to Sunday. I mean, we see deficits like that disappear all the time. What do they need to do tomorrow?
One of the advantages they have, Rich, is they're teeing off in front of the leaders. So if you can post a number And then all of a sudden, perhaps somebody trying to win for the very, very first time, they feel that pressure. You might just inherit this. So there's two ways to win it.
What goes into the creating of a major champion? It's often a complicated recipe. It requires confidence, perseverance, nerves of steel, an unflappable demeanor, an ability to take what the golf course gives you, and perhaps even a dash of luck. This is the final round of the PGA Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, we bring you live final round coverage of the PGA Championship, where we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. We've got a tie at the very top at 4 under to this. Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. It was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result.
Oh, that second shot just ran out of fairway, but still, nice little pitch shot and a good chance to make 4 at par 5.
Well done there. It's a birdie to kick off the back 9. And he'll try and fight back as that scores back to 3 over par. Let's move on to the 11th hole. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Still work to do to get this on the green. This is second.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Not quite online, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. Moving on, we come to the par 4 12th.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay the third.
He's got 154 yards to the hole, coming off a bogey on the previous hole. Got to get it back here.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
This one measures out to 15 feet. The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Put himself in an excellent position. Keyboards, 88 yards. Really good opportunity here. Second shot.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. That one finished off. It's in for par. And he'll hold steady at +3. Starting the 14th hole. Boy, that one did not want to slow down at all, and it winds up running right through the green. Now a second to this par 3. That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, that's going to be finished off for his bogey, and that won't help the cause one bit. Final few holes coming up as we reach the par 4 15. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Second shot now from right at 100 yards.
A little further right, a little further up. That would have been close.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Okay, a solid par here at the 15. And he'll remain at +4. Stepping up to the 16th hole. Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. That one was running so hot. "12 feet still to go." Nope. Okay, in for a bogey at 16. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. Up next, we arrive at the par 4 17th hole. Everything working in harmony, and a great result in the fairway.
Oh, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still, inside that 10-foot circle is always good and even money, really, to make birdie.
Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And he's got it back to 4 over par. So here we are now, Frank. Final hole of the round today. solid, good drive in the fairway.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Yeah, that's how to end it. Back-to-back birdies at 17 and 18. And that'll be a final round score of 73. So for our featured golfer, Frank, in the mix much of the week. It'll be a top 10 finish, but maybe a chance to rue a few missed opportunities.
Depends how you look at it. I agree with you. Definitely some missed opportunities, but there's enough good there. So how do they show up next time? I think that's the key.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA